Went to high school here. I lived in Oak Park for some time on Lyman Street and Oak Park Avenue and a few other places as well. And we started a group in 1975, around about this time, called the Coalition for Political Honesty. And it began in Oak Park, and we believed in petition passing and getting people involved in their government. It really went into the year of 1976, the bicentennial of our country, the independence that was declared on July 4th, 1776, is alive and well today. And in the course of my time living in Oak Park and here in Illinois, I've tried to, as best I can, give as many people across our state an opportunity to speak their voice. And it's so important that we understand that democracy is a God-given gift that we have received. Our country was the very first democracy on this planet, and it is the best democracy. In our state, the land of Lincoln, it's important that we make sure that the voice of the people, everyday people, is heard every day. And so the whole process of democracy is ongoing. We always look for ways to increase citizen participation, to make sure that government of the people and by the people and for the people is strong and stronger. And I think it's very, very meaningful that every year our legislature takes a look at the election bill and election laws in order to perfect our democracy. And last year, as you may know, we passed a law that's being implemented starting today officially, where you can register to vote online. And a number of states have done that. We're part of it. If you're a citizen, we want you to be able to have that opportunity to exercise your citizenship by voting. And making registration to vote is super important. Or, a matter of fact, earlier this year in the primary, for the first time, 17-year-olds who are going to be 18 by November of this year got a chance to vote in the primary. And it was very heartening to see their participation. I signed that bill. And this very day where I signed the election bill, the opportunity to expand the voting opportunities that people have in our state. Early voting has become very, very popular with our citizens. We're expanding the time for early voting. We want to make sure that busy people who are raising kids and taking care of households and working jobs and going to many different places on behalf of their family have a maximum opportunity to vote their conscience. So we're expanding voting hours, voting opportunities. We also are expanding registration to vote. In a mobile society where 1 out of 8 people move every year, change of address becomes a very important thing in order to maintain your registration, and we want to make it as easy as possible. And so the bill that I'm signing into law today, a few days before our Independence Day in America, I think it's very, very important that we uphold those fundamental opportunities for people to participate in their democracy. The government of our state, the government of our country, belongs to the people. The people call the shots. It's important that we always remember that. Those who are in office who have the privilege of being elected, we are public servants, and it's important that we give the public maximum opportunity to flex their muscles at the ballot box. As you know, I believe greatly in the power of petition and referendum to send messages to those of us in office. I was here in this very town in 1976, around about this time, where we signed a law ending the practice, a 100-year-old practice, of legislators taking their entire pay on the first day of office. A lot of people in Illinois didn't think that was a good idea. The very idea, these young people weren't born yet, but you get paid after your work, right? Yeah, you don't get paid your whole year's salary before a single day's work. But unfortunately, that went on in Illinois for a century. But a group of citizens right here beginning in this town, and I was one of them, got together, and we got our clipboards out, and we started passing petitions, and we got 635,158 signatures on a petition. We filed it in Springfield. Election authorities told us we had to file it all in one book. And so we took all those pages of the petition, we drilled holes in them, and we held it together with airplane cable. And we were able to file those petitions, and within a short period of time, a law was passed ending advance pay for those who are legislators. So that's what people can do when they band together in the cause they believe in. And I think that's why it's so important to make sure that our election laws are up to date with the times. And so many people worked on this particular bill to make sure we have a 21st century democracy.
This really is a great step forward in moving towards real same-day voter registration so that everybody who is eligible to vote gets to vote. They can register or re-register on Election Day. When I think back on the progress we've made just since I took office, David Orr and I were joking not too long ago at another event that when I was first elected, the big innovation was motor voter cards, and the debate was whether or not you could vote in federal elections only or all elections. So the ground we've covered in the last decade is remarkable. And I have found one truism in Springfield, fighting folks who don't seem to want to expand access to the polls. You can't go wrong making sure more people participate in government. You can't go wrong making sure more people go to the polls to vote. It's a fundamental right, and we need to make sure we do everything to enhance and expand that so that everybody who is eligible to vote is registered to vote and gets to vote. So, Governor, you've been a great partner in all of these. I'm very grateful for your support, and thanks for coming out to Oak Park to sign the bill.
Thank you, Don.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I was with the governor a year ago when he signed the bill that makes it possible for people to register to vote online. We know that is going to expand the voting rolls significantly, and today's action, which expands early voting, also gives people who forgot, people who didn't have time, the opportunity to register and vote on Election Day itself. This is a major step forward. We should be about expanding the franchise, making sure everybody can participate in this democracy, and I am very excited that we're doing so much today to make Illinois one of the premier states when it comes to openness in voting participation. Thank you, Governor.
Well said. Thank you, Barbara.